Welcome back to Ultra Chill. Today we have with us Nicholas Gillot, and we're going to be talking about the Uniq Marketplace and the phased beta access program that we're going to be opening up to the public. We're talking about exclusive access, and you can win. So stick around to the end of the video to find out how. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the show, Nicholas. Today we wanted to talk about the phased rollout. So let's start with some of the details, like why we're doing things this way.
Yeah, totally. I think it's important, like with any software, any product you roll out, to make sure it doesn't crash and burn, right? So you want things to be ready for the wider audience. And here the idea, obviously, of this phase is to test functionalities, scale the platform, and check if there is any bugs, that we don't want to be shown to a wider audience, and basically have our closest community members, very active and passionate people, look into it and provide valuable feedback. So that's the main purpose why we want to do that. And the idea really is to scale the number of users quickly. So having, like, right now we have like 10, 15 users, then we go to 100, to 300, 500, all of this like within a month from now. And the idea after is to open to about 2,000 users, so really start to see different level of scaling while adding new features. The idea obviously also is to go into the fully open version, and that's bound to be around the end of spring. So yeah, hopefully not least before summer, bringing some cool partners so we can actually showcase content, see how transactions are going and everything.
So you mentioned feedback. What exactly kind of feedback are we looking to get from beta testers?
In terms of the feedback, the idea is that we want to see the stability. So seeing that their computer doesn't crash, hopefully it shouldn't be the case. That's what we worked on to be, but you never know. We want also to see the blockchain aspect, so seeing a transaction going through without any problems. That basically what's happening on the blockchain is also reflected properly on the front end, so you can actually see your token put on sale, your token sold, the money back in your account. So all the performance aspects as well. So we have first-hand sales, secondary hand sales as well. So those are different type of sales, because some are like primary sale, which we manage more. Secondary sale are fully done by the user. So you want to have the full loop and seeing if there's any performance issue or any UX problems. So that's also part of the feedback, is checking if everything we designed so far is great feedback from the early users, but now that we open to more users, we want to have additional feedback as well. Yeah, and seeing if anything would be missing, that people are like, oh, I actually really need that. Normally, we also went through all that, but that's why we do testing. We want people's feedback. Yeah.
Right. So we've been working on the Uniq Marketplace for quite a while. Maybe you want to talk a little bit about why we think the Uniq Marketplace is so critical for Ultra's success?
Yeah, no, exactly. The Uniq Marketplace itself, it enables a lot of partnerships, in addition to other things I will go through after. But the big idea is that most of our partners today, they're asking, okay, cool, you guys are doing, selling content, integrating third parties, but also you also have NFTs. So how can we use NFTs? How can we sell NFTs? How we can generate more users or revenues through that? So having the marketplace available streamline the experience for the users and for the brands as well, but then they don't need to go through Ethereum, go on OpenSea, on different places to be able to do the sale and then bridge them with Ultra. They can do it natively within the platform. So that's really critical for us, and also the fact of having this marketplace available shows the other marketplaces how they can integrate our NFT standard, because obviously we want it to be used within Ultra, but also outside of it, right? So if any marketplaces uses our technology, the NFT can be available both on our and their marketplace, and another one, and a third one, and a fifth one, hundreds of them if needed. So we need a good example first.
I think that's something that people will probably have a hard time wrapping their heads around. Like what Ultra is actually doing here is providing kind of like the base technology, and the Uniq Marketplace is an example application for external developers to be able to implement. And this is, we want to show what can be done so that others can go and do it also, maybe do it better.
No, indeed. I mean, we you can't be the best at everything for sure, and you can't
Try.
manage hundreds of business at the same time, right? We wish we could, but we are providing also the tool for people to use and leverage our technology. And this is also the way we do it. We leverage our own technology. For example, for the games, we need to have the marketplace available so people can purchase the games on the Ultra Games platform, but also resell them, right? So without a marketplace, that's a bit complicated. So that also shows, more into the larger vision of the platform when you have multiple services available for the gamers and also the wider entertainment industry. That's also going to be part of.
So let's talk a little bit about the features that are still being implemented, because like what we're putting out to the public right now is still a work in progress, very much, and there's still stuff that's coming. So let's talk about that.
For sure, I think the first year version available will already be pretty interesting, but we still have search function that is being implemented, and then we are doing also quite some upgrades to the general UI and UX as well. So this is also within these few weeks and months. We also add them over time so people can test before, after, provide feedback, and also new users that are brought in can also just show directly the latest version. So we also have a direct feedback from people who have no history of using the platform prior to that.
Very cool. I'm really excited for this. We've been working on this for a long time, and I think it's a pretty core piece of Ultra's offering. So can't wait to have people actually using the software that's being built. Let's talk about how to enter the Uniq Marketplace Closed Beta. So with the high demand, we're limiting access to really active, engaged community members. So what that actually means is you have to like and add a comment in this Ultra Chill episode. Please do that below. You have to fill out the form in the YouTube description. This is where we're gonna be getting the bulk of the users, and of course, give us a shout out on Twitter and make sure to tag Ultra so that we can see it. And if you haven't yet, make sure to sign up for our mailing list, because we'll be randomly pulling users from that also. Nicholas, was there anything that you wanted to add before we sign off?
No, I think maybe the latest thing is about what's upcoming, right? Because here we see the phases, we see why we're doing it, how we are doing that, and how we can expect people to provide support to the project. But also the idea is about the content of the partners. So there's also some, I would say, utility that will be added over time to those early NFTs, because obviously what's available today will not be available in, say, a month from now, 2 months from now. So the people initially will get those NFTs, which will be receiving new and new utility over time, like use them as avatars using the platform, or basically providing more perks, which are from our own or from partners perks, which are tied to the global platform experience. So I think that's going to be very exciting to see who are the partners, what do they do, what is Ultra we are doing as well, because we might also have some interesting NFT collections that will be bringing value over time to the users.
Thanks a lot to Nicholas for his time, and thanks a lot to all of you out there who support the Ultra Chilled project. I wanted to wish you all luck. I hope that you get into the Uniq Marketplace. It's pretty cool stuff. If you haven't already, sign up below, hit like, hit subscribe. You know the deal. Until then, keep it ultra chill.
Ultra